Debs,
A ton of bricks is heavier than a ton of feathers.
do you think it is, darling?
Of course it is.
Why is that?
Because bricks are heavier.
Really? So if you had a ton of feathers and a ton of bricks, what would be heavier?
The bricks.
You sure? What do you think, Harrison? What do you think? No, actually, don't ask me, Mills. What do you think? No, don't answer that. Actually, can you just explain that a little bit more, darling, to me? Why would the bricks be heavier? Why would a ton of bricks be heavier than a ton of feathers? Could you just explain
They
that?
weigh more.
Do they weigh more?
Yeah.
Why do they weigh more?
Because if you imagine like one brick, is this big,
Yep.
and one lot of feathers is this big,
Yep.
the little feathers will be light and the heavy brick will be heavy.
Yeah. Okay. So a ton of bricks weighs more than a ton of feathers. Is that what we're saying?
I've never weighed a ton of feathers. I don't know.
I've never weighed a
I
ton
can't
of
be
bricks, babe.
specific.
I've never weighed a ton of bricks,
Well, a
but
ton of bricks is heavier.
is it really?
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. I just.
Why
can
is
you-
it not heavier then?
Don't tell us, why is it not heavy?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, I'm a bit like the pizza girl.
But a ton of bricks does weigh more than a ton of feathers. Are we all agreed with that? Yeah. Yeah. Got
Yeah.
kids. We all agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
I'm
Okay.
agreed.
Yeah. And
Or
that
do you disagree then?
I could slightly disagree, but I just want you to sort of just go into a little bit more detail.
I'm not going to.
What about if they were concrete slabs and they weighed a ton and the feathers weighed a ton? Would the concrete slabs weigh more? Are you thinking about that?
Of course they would.
Because they're heavier, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay, that's fair enough, that's fair enough. And what about, say you had like a ton of melons, right, and a ton of feathers, what would weigh more?
The melons, babe. The melons.